This trophy cabinet is currently empty. It's the final 3 frames of the Scottish Open. Can we get that Scottish Open trophy to be the first in our trophy cabinet? Hello everyone, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to part 44 of our Neil Robertson career mode on Snooker 19. And today is time for the final session of our match against Mark Silver. We've played in 45 games so far this career mode, won 33 of them, lost 12. It's our 46th game today against Satnav Selby. It's 2 each at the moment. There are 3 frames to go. Who is going to win? The world number 1 or us, the underdog, the world number 7, Neil Robertson. Hello to then everyone who is watching the premiere at 4 PM. I'll be hopefully there with you right now. And also to those watching the video after the result, I suppose, has been called. And you can skip to the end of that video to find out. But I wouldn't recommend that. That'd be absolutely pointless. But we skipped last time. Well, we ended last time after Selby's break in the 5th frame. And he's left us an easy starter here. So we're going to try and take it. And this would be a good, quick first pot. And it's there. Not opening anything up, unfortunately, but you can't do everything.
1.
Now, this blue looks like a good chance, potentially. Just try and have a look at what we can potentially give a nick to. But actually, if we kind of, not necessarily screw back, but keep it like that, but that red, as you can see, that's in shot,
He's an expert
should go.
potter,
So it's all about getting the blue, which I think should be okay. Looks good to me. Middled it.
Shot. Very well played. 6.
And now for the red.
Pace is critical here.
Hopefully get on the black. Giving us a bit of a starter here, Selby has.
7.
Good black. And now we've got the red.
14. A delicate touch required here.
Just delicate, yeah. And that opens up the black quite nicely for a straight pot. However, let's look at our options after that. This one would go. So maybe, yeah, just screw back to a similar position. Yeah, nice and similar, and hopefully that one will go that we've just highlighted. Let's give it a look.
22.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
He's playing the safety shot here.
I don't think we are playing the safety shot, but whatever. Got to get this absolutely right.
Aiming
And now how
for
volatile
right
the middle
centre
pockets can be. That's beautiful.
here. Tremendous spot.
Quality cueing there, really good.
That one will also go. Bit of an unorthodox way to do this, but if there's a chance, it's always worth taking it. Bit of a peculiar break. Oh, that could be overscrewed. I think it is. Oh, dear.
30.
Will this one go? It will. Yeah, it's okay then, but a little bit tighter. Which means that our position on the black can't quite be as good, that's all.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
That's too slow. The ball will go in fine, but that's nowhere near the black. So, safety time then. Let's just check
31.
how safe we can be. Yeah, we're not going to leave anything, I don't think. Unless we play too far to the right, so just to the left of the black. Get behind the black. But a solid 51, 51? Calm down, it's not that good. A good 31 break to get us started here. Did we actually hit the black? Yeah, we did. Blimey, that was a very tight nick.
31.
And all that Selby can play here is something that he's awfully used to. He loves playing these, and that's a safety shot.
Great
And that
shot.
is pretty safe. It's just a light nick on the one red. And back up the table. Where is the cue ball going? It's fine. And it's up the bulk. And now it's... Ooh, hang on. He can make that. happen, he can make that pot. So
Tricky
if he
shot
wants to
here.
risk it, he is going to. And that is sublimely done.
One. He's aiming for the left corner here.
Not the best group of reds though, so be tricky for him to open these up.
8,
Yes, he can take a few pots, similar to the break that we had first off.
9,
But unless he starts opening these reds up, he's going to struggle to make a serious break out of this. And I think he's popped the pink. And oh no, to be fair to him, he might have come back down the table, but it's just going to be a safety, it looks like, from the angle here.
Mark
And that's
Selby,
not a bad safety
50.
at all. Just a tight nick on this then. Don't need it really that far up the table. Probably to the cushion would be great.
He needs to be careful of not overhitting this.
Hopefully don't hit the brown on the way through. Up on the cushion. Back down. And that is solid.
Nicely done.
Pace is the key with this shot.
Every frame's so important. We lost that final against Judd Trump. We don't want to lose another one. And of course, conceding this frame would mean that, well, it could have catastrophic consequences, couldn't it,
This
really?
looks safe to me.
He needs to be wary of underhitting
So much
this.
pressure on. Now, we've let that one ball go astray. Let's hope we've kept it safe. It's not quite safe, I don't think. But it'd be a tricky one to
This
pot.
is an intriguing save.
He is going for it, but he's missed it. That's quite a big mistake unless he flukes anything here. That is quite a big mistake from Selby. Quite a shocker.
That's a pretty poor attempt, really.
It is, yeah.
Playing for the middle pocket. No problem there.
He seems
Bit of a
full
shame about the
confidence
black,
at
a little bit
moment.
hard, but we have got the pink we can play. Just have a look if any of these free reds are available. If we go over to the other side of the table, if any of those can be potted, we'll go for one of those. If not, we're going to have to reconsider our position a little bit. I think they should go, but is it worth the risk? That one will go, the outside one. Okay. Okay. Interesting. That'll go in, that's fine then. See what we look like then now.
Nicely done.
7,
Yeah, so we looked at this earlier and apparently it went, so we'll give it a go. As you can say, it's a little bit clearer of the rest of the reds, so should be no problem with a cannon or anything. And there isn't. And that's nicely back on for the
Nicely
black.
positioned for the black.
Yeah,
8.
definitely. Just a light tap. And that is a good pot.
15,
Right, got to follow that up by another equally good pot here. Not focused too much on position, the pot's the most important thing here. It'll either be a tight black, which we can make work, but isn't too great for position. I can't actually get to the blue or the green. So I think, honestly, I think it might just be worth going for the black. Okay, I'm not sure how much power will
Now,
get on
can we drop
this.
this into the right corner.
That's too much. I forgot we've got these two reds. Actually, these could be a bit of a godsend.
Wonderful
But we
pot.
can go for the red down the bottom of the table, so there's not much problem with that.
23,
And those reds are too tight to pot anywhere anyway, so... Again, no problems with that. Nothing too hard, just a nice bounce off the cushion, hopefully back for the black.
Pop this into the right corner.
It's too much,
Down it
but
goes.
pink
What
could
a
be,
wonderful
it's
pot.
potable.
24,
Might put the blue back on its spot, actually. But the frame, it's definitely in our court. Right, okay. It's quite a risky shot, this, really. Let's not screw back as much, then. Nice soft shot.
Well, it
See how we
goes.
get on.
Half a chance.
It's Not being paid at pace, no worry about that, but that's a bit off, but luckily we got away with it now. Can we get through the brown to have a nice straight pot on this red? Yes, we can. We got away with that one. Most definitely. Now to get on the black. Because we don't need that many more points to secure the frame. That's a nice pot.
Brilliant pot, outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
30.
Pink's probably the best shot of choice here. Although it's going to be a little bit tight to try and get screw back on it without it affecting the... without the pink going back on its spot affecting this. Probably a bit lucky here that we can get through to it, but I think we can.
No real way for
Yeah,
the
no
opponent to
problems
win
there.
the play now.
36.
Yeah, I might have to play a bit of side here, something I'm not really that willing to do. That sort of position should be okay. May have screwed that a bit, but pink's always there's a bit of backup, but we need to make sure we actually screw back to a similar position as this. Because then we can go for one of these reds along the cushion, so... Just got to bear in mind that yellow. We've not got ourselves in the best position here, I'll admit that. Unless we sort of screw back up there and try and get a tight nick on one of those reds. Frame should pretty much be over now anyway. But with those two reds, I always said there'd be a bit of a problem. I said they were our saving grace early, but they haven't really turned out to be. But we're 58 ahead with 2 reds left, so actually...
Tempted by this red.
No problems with the frame. And there we go, the red's there.
He'll be thrilled with that.
So that's definitely the frame over, barring a lot of snookers. I've got no problem there. But a great start by us. Good control of the first frame. No silly missed pots, just plain safe. Okay, not getting it absolutely safe, but...
Playing the pot here.
At the end of the day, limiting Selby, and we've missed that red. So that's the first missed pot we've had. I jinxed that. But that should be the end of the 5th frame, no problem.
Robertson, 48.
And we go 3-2 up in this final.
Neil Robertson.
That's the frame in the bag.
That's where it starts to get a bit tense, I think.
And through the 6th frame.
Selby, of course, can either force a decider here, or we will win the Scottish Open. Now, we're not very good at those breaks. I don't know why we bother playing those. The tried and tested method of ours seems to work. There's always a gap. There is always a gap, and there is today. Just got to hope that Selby's limited here and he doesn't win this frame in one visit. It's not an extraordinary stat that actually we've won all the breaks that Selby's made, and of course vice versa if this frame is no different. But he's got to break up the reds, and that's something he's got to do now, I would say. But he hasn't, so he limits himself to a safety. Interested to see what you guys in the Premier think of that. I don't know what I think of that.
16.
Some interesting thoughts, I suppose. But equally, he's played a very good safety there. He has. Very impressive. And we just can't quite get to the edge red, so... I think we're just going to have to try and play... Right, the least risk I'd say this one is. So let's just play up to that and hope it's nice and soft. We'll leave one here, I would say, but hopefully he doesn't develop it that much. It's that damage limitation idea. And we have left one. It's a tight one, so he might not elect to go for it. But no, he hasn't, so not got out of that one too badly. And he's played another good safety. Play straight up to him, I think. Oh, that could be a foul. It is. Bit of a mistake there.
Mark Selby, 4.
Looks like Selby's going to play on. He is, and try and play another safety. And he's got it in a similar position again. Well, now there's a bit of a tempting gap. If we can just leave the cue ball. that's not too bad unless it hit the pink first. And I don't think it did.
That's an excellent safety.
Yeah, no problems with that.
For the safety again. Who
The
will
sat nav
make
has
the
been
mistake?
challenged. Oh, he's hit the pink. He's hit the black there. That's interesting. He's not left that red on. That's a bit gutting for us, admittedly. We've got to make sure we don't leave it on. So just the lightest of touches on this.
Tricky
Back up
safety
to bulk.
coming up.
Ooh, we might leave that, you know. Saying that, I think the black might be in the trajectory of that, but it might not be. It might
Half a
just
chance
go. He fancies it. And it does
Fabulous,
go.
absolutely
Poor shot there, but he's left that very close to the
Yes, he'll be
pocket,
very
but
pleased with
suppose
that
he
shot.
needed to be able to... Oh, I was going to say the black, but interesting, but he's gone for the blue.
6.
And there's definitely
This is tough.
one on here. As I said, it's all about damage limitation.
fabulous effort. That's a great
I
pot.
don't see him clearing up from here just because of how tight the reds are packed. Only 3 points here. Then if he gets the green and he doesn't get that, what a bizarre shot that was.
Mark Selby, 7.
You sometimes think, and I definitely think this, the AI either get very lucky in terms that their safety is very good, in terms of, you know, when they miss shots like that they get away with it because they're in a safe position. Or they play shots like that to try and get you all excited that they've missed, but actually have missed
Duke has
purposefully.
finished up in a very safe position.
I don't think it is the latter, but you never
This
know.
shot is reliant on perfect pace.
He's playing a safety himself. These reds are going to come open at some point. There's an inevitability about that.
He'll be mindful of pace here. He really doesn't want to overhit this.
Just hope we don't leave one on. I don't think there's any issue with that because you've got the blue, the pink and the black guarding everything at the moment.
This is developing into a fascinating safety battle.
It is a fascinating safety battle, I agree. There's just going to be a little nick that shows, a little side that shows at one point, I think.
This looks to be a pretty simple safety here.
Just tapping that blue. It's not too bad though, doesn't hurt. Could be a while before there's a pot on here. Saying that, given our safety record, we could say quite the contrary. But not bad so far. Ooh, where's the cue ball? Ooh. Well, now you've left something on Mark.
That was a
Just
really
because you got a
tough
bit
shot.
unlucky.
And it hasn't worked out all that well.
It hasn't worked out, so we're going to go for the pot and hopefully move a few of these reds while we're at it.
Sink this
It's a
into
risk,
the left
but
corner.
one I was willing to take. But, has it worked out? I mean, we can get a pot potentially. We'll nominate the blue. Oh, we're going to have to go for middle pocket because top pocket doesn't go. Could be giving him a massive chance here if we
Very
don't
tricky
pot
shot
this.
coming up.
Bloody tight one. No. Well,
That's really
Selby's
close,
got the
but
chance.
not
We were
quite close
gullible
enough.
there. You could say we were a little bit unlucky.
Neil Robertson,
And now Selby gets a third
So,
chance
this pot into
to
the
go
right
for this.
corner.
1.
See how he makes of this. It's plenty of reds left. There's 9 reds left, so plenty still to score. Ironic, really. We had that century break in the first frame. Oh, blimey. We had that century
Well,
break
I'm
in the
not sure I'll
first
be too happy
frame.
with that.
And then since then, we've had nothing like that. But he's reduced to a safety again, just because he's made a mistake by hitting the jaw of the middle pocket.
Mark Selby, 5.
Now, in a frame against a lesser player, I would probably be willing to play a sort of shot where we just try and
He'll
cut
be
it into the
conscious
pocket.
of not overhitting
But
it.
out of respect for the player, we just can't play that. Now, we didn't do that too badly, unless the cue ball's going to be unlucky here. But it should be okay. Yeah, it doesn't leave anything on, I don't think. He can go for a very fine cut of sorts, but
He's playing
that'd be a
safety
risk.
And aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
that was odd. Hit 3 balls there, and he's left another one on. Has he? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Now, I could go for that one. But let's just play a bit of a... If we can, that is. Play a bit of a safety on that. Nice, good percentage of power. And get out of this. You would say, yes, that Selby's on top and's got quite a nice lead and will probably win this frame. But we're willing to take any chance to make sure that doesn't happen. As you can see,
So
still
he's
plenty
looking
on
to
the
play safe again. This is fascinating.
on the table to score. And first real serious safety battle, I would argue this is. It's got to be a bit dangerous, I suppose.
Pace
It's got to be
is
near
critical here.
perfect. Not bad at all. A little bit harder than possibly it needed to be, but again, it's fine because all these reds in the cluster are just counteracting one another.
Pace will be very
And that black's
important.
helping things as well, in terms of a defensive point of view. Attackingly, it's pretty annoying, but not much you can do about that. Now, has he left this red on? He has. Ooh, hello.
Well, it goes.
Might as well give it a go. Again, it's another point, if we get it.
What an excellent pot that is.
And it limits Selby, so I'm happy about that. Now, my thinking is potentially get the pink down the bottom.
1.
Yeah, try the pink down the bottom pocket. I say we're the underdogs really in this frame, so it doesn't matter so much
Well,
if
it
we just go
goes.
for
Half
this
a
a little
chance
bit.
here.
But yeah, we'll go for this. If it misses, I don't think the upshot's too bad.
Magnificent.
It's there though. Now, let's have a sniff at what we can go for down the bottom here. That one will go, but it's bloody tight. Excuse my French. That won't go. So it is just going to be the one ball that will go here. Now,
He'll be playing safe.
it's
from here.
how risky what we want to be. Do we go for this on the odd chance it goes in? Because if it doesn't, Selby would have another chance.
He's going
But I
for
think
the
we
left
will.
corner pocket.
Not
Ooh,
the
we've missed
quality
it.
we'd
Shame.
expect from a player of his skills.
Definitely. Opens the reds up then now for Selby.
Neil Robertson, 7.
Really hasn't been the best frame for us, admittedly, but it's been a weird one. Very peculiar. And finally, after sort of 10 minutes, the reds are finally opened up. But would you believe it? Mark Selby. I'll skip that.
Mark Selby,
I should learn not to skip these things. I tend not to now, to be fair. But I cannot believe he has missed that black. This is going to struggle to go, but it's okay. Needs to get on that black, that was all.
Nicely onto the colour.
1.
I can't believe he missed that black. It was nowhere near the pocket. So now we've got a chance.
8.
And I think we just need to focus now. Even if it's not a frame-winning break. You know, even if it's just a 30-odd break and Selby comes back into it. It's always worth giving it a chance.
Oh, wonderful shot.
9.
But if we want to build the drama, Mark Selby could have just played his last shot of the Scottish Open.
16.
Just trying to keep on the black. That's gone a bit too far, I would say.
17.
Don't think I really fancy risking that. It's a practically straight pot on the pink, so I think I'd rather risk that myself. It's a risk though, really, at this stage.
This is really tricky.
But no real power played, so just got to hope we're accurate and it'll go in. And there we go.
Tremendous potting.
Good stuff.
23.
So, red and a colour would put us ahead. And what better colour than the black? But actually we'll play the
Decent
pink.
position to take on a colour here.
Gives a little more of a prospect for
24.
another ball.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
Right, bounce on the cushion. Ah, it's not ended up well.
Great cueing.
Gonna have to be this tight one then, if we can get to it, that is. Oh, I hate these. Really do. Has to be a tight one. Does it go? It's there. Good pot. Potentially now back for the pink. Just need these two reds, and they're a little bit they're in a crap position, to be honest. Gonna have to try for this
An
pink,
easy one, but a half chance.
just because the upshot And the reward could be massive. And that is a great pot.
Fabulous pot that is.
Now we have just got to cut this red in.
37.
The rest
This is tricky
will
in
make this
itself.
a little easier.
And it's there.
No problems with the rest there.
Too much power played with it there, really. But I didn't know how much power we needed.
38.
We're 13 ahead. It's not the biggest of margin. And if we pot the green, we'll have to go down to the
Well,
colours.
he's taking it on to the left corner.
That was the safe choice. Now the red.
41.
A tricky pot. But again, so rewarding if it comes to it. Red, black, yellow and green. That's all that's needed. So that's all that's needed. This is a
Easy
pretty
one,
tricky
but
shot.
A half chance.
Playing with a little bit more power to screw back. And we've
No,
missed it.
Not quite. Pretty close though. That
Well,
won't provide
we didn't even need the
solace.
power there.
Neil Robertson.
Right,
41.
okay. Come on then, Selby. Show us what you got.
1.
So he's 15 behind, with 34 left. Now,
8.
8 behind with 27 left. Can he
have a
steal this
chance to
frame
lose.
from what seemed like us trying to come home and win it?
10.
And will he force a decider?
Lining this up into the left centre pocket.
Green will put him 3 behind. Of course, the Browns are pretty straight pot. That'll be fine for him, and that'll put him 1 point ahead.
17.
Ooh, that's an interesting one now.
Long pots on.
18
and
left on the
going for it.
table. Blue looks okay. He's potted it.
No surprises
And I
there.
would say he's going to
Long
force a
pots,
final
Derby's
frame
best young.
decider with this pink.
22.
He is. Well, we had a
28.
chance there to potentially win the championship.
35.
But it has been neck and neck throughout. Nobody's ever had a 2-frame lead. And they are never going to, because now we headed to a decider. It's 3 frames to 3. Whoever wins this frame, and of course this 1-frame shootout, takes home the Scottish Open. He's left a tempter. And this is dangerous, but we're going to go for it. Very dangerous.
So close, but he's missed it. That'll annoy him.
I do wonder why I played that so hard. I shouldn't have. No way should I have played that so hard. That shot could be called into question come the end of the match. Just wants to develop the Reds as much as possible and give us a great chance. It's horrible. I hate these last frames because now this gives Selby a chance and he's got to make a mistake to let us back in again.
9.
No century break so far from Selby. So, this could be the time.
13.
Just wants to sink
Even
this
it's the last
into
frame,
the
be
left
pretty
corner
impressive.
pocket. What a
Got to
top
sit
pot that
here and
was.
watch.
Really impressive queuing.
15.
In fact, Selby's never been ahead, has he?
22.
No. It's gone 1-1.
To slot this in.
1-0 to us, as in. 2-1 to us, 2-2.
That's an excellent pot.
And then...
He's playing very well here.
So, yeah, Selby's never been ahead, I don't think.
23.
I'm sure... Yeah, that's right, yeah. Of course, we broke second, so that stat about the break. So, yeah, he's never been ahead.
30.
But he is forming a very good break here. Could we have lost the Scottish Open due to our stupid arrogance? Over one shot.
38.
7
Can't play this
matches.
with too much pace.
Let's work it out. 37 frames in the tournament. And the result all might come down to 1 shot
Simply wonderful.
that we missed.
39.
Plotted plenty,
He's queuing extremely well here.
but now we have to rely
44.
on Mark Selby missing a pot. And the way he's playing, it doesn't look like he's going to miss anything. That being said, not got the best position here.
Position here.
45.
Think he'll be fine on the black.
Mark
Cage
Selby.
is playing a safety.
55.
And that ball really isn't safe. But this is a must pot. Really is. This has to go in and I'm fairly confident.
Great shot.
Good stuff. Right, ball by ball. We've got to go and win this championship now. And the issue is, I don't really think the position's there this time. I'm going to have to play something fairly creative here. To get on the bottom cushion, the top cushion even, for that red. Let's just focus on getting the blue, however, first off, rather than position. Position will be pointless if we don't pot this.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
Looks good to me, and it's there. Now keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. That's adequate, I would say. Now that red could go, the one at the edge of the pack, but is it really worth risking it at this point? I don't think it is. Just bear in mind, however, there's not going to be much else that we can take apart from the black now. But that's a good pot. And it does leave the black on, potentially.
7.
It does, so... Right, this is a big shot. We're just going to have to try and screw back into the reds and just hope we get some sort of reaction out of them. It's a positive shot. How will it go? Black's there. How do the reds look? It's a nice split. But are any of these potable?
14.
Not easily potable, but yes, they can be potted. That one is probably the best one to play, I would say. Just nice and soft. Not too soft that we miss it, because I think I could get pretty annoyed if we do that.
What a tremendous pot.
Any harder, that cue ball would have gone in, so that just showed how soft we did need to play that. Unbelievable how far we're behind Selby here.
He's looking to pop this.
Feels like after this long that we've potted so many more balls than we have. But in reality, it's only really a few that we've potted.
21.
For this 16 break, there's been 6 balls potted. Right, we don't need to worry. I wouldn't worry about screw back, just worry about the pot. That's why we lost the last frame, worrying about screw back too much on this sort of ball.
To the corner pocket.
Good shot.
Oh, wonderful shot.
Yes, this shot's a little bit trickier now, but at least we get to take this shot. Right, so.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
Blue's there. And the plan has worked to get on a red. And actually, no, I'm going to take this red on. I'm going to take this red because it does give us the best position for the black, and sometimes you just have to play a bit of short term.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Hopefully that's nice for the black. Hopefully we'll get our reward because of that. And we do.
Tremendous shot.
28.
Just tap this pink and hopefully
Real problem here.
get a nice position on the red. Yep, that's nice enough.
Well played.
Not the
35.
best, actually. But again, it will certainly do. How's this looking? Overscrewed a little bit for the black. But actually the pink
36.
might be the best pot chance here. Or maybe the blue. Yeah, the blue's not a bad chance, actually. Yeah, that should be okay. Right, massive shot this is.
Long
Let's
pot.
hope it goes.
Right up his street.
Looks okay. Yes! But,
Loose shot.
41.
not gone as far as I'd hoped. Should we just play behind this red? Or play up to it? Because from there, well, unless it's a little bit unlucky, I don't think Selby will be able to get to the other red.
Straightforward safety shot here.
How's it looking?
Neil Robertson. 14.
Not fantastic.
Tricky pot along the cushion
Oh, he's
here.
got to hit the jammy git.
1.
Oh no. We've done exactly what we did against...
That's a shocking
Oh, he's
shot.
missed the black.
I really don't understand what happened there.
Oh, drama, drama, drama.
Mark Selby. 1.
I thought we'd done exactly what we'd done against Judd Trump, and I think it's fair for me to worry about that. You know, we made one mistake and that was it. Right, let's compose ourselves because this is the final stretch of the Scottish Open. All that matters. We have a red, and we have colours. Pop the red Let's do that first. So it's tight, but it's got to go in the middle, in my opinion.
He's taking this red on.
It's there.
And what a beauty
Okay,
he's picked up
that's
there.
shot one
Half a
sorted.
chance, and he's grabbed it with both hands.
Now, the blue. We have to play the blue because the yellow's only going to be achievable from this side that we're playing up to now.
Wow, that's some comeback.
I agree. I thought he was dead and buried in the frame, but he really
Oh,
has
thanks.
shown some
Thanks,
fight.
guys.
6.
But we are now ahead. Right. Now let's focus. Again, similar applies for this, really. In that we're only really going to get this into the middle pocket, I would say. Unless we screw back, actually. But there's all sorts of issues associated with that. That we might get it wrong, we might snooker ourselves. But the yellow's dispatched. Okay.
8.
Now time for green to middle. No problem with that. And actually, if we pot the green to the middle, it gives quite a nice position for the brown. Talking through this ball by ball really helps, to be honest. Just make sure I don't make any stupid decisions. Accuracy's got to be something we get right.
No more than
Right, now it's the brown.
Just look at that for
Get
a
the
positional
brown.
shot. Superb.
Screw back.
11.
Give it a decent
This is a
position.
great opportunity.
And probably go for that down the bottom pocket. Now, a lot of people go for that into the middle.
50.
But I'm not a fan, so to be fair, that's tight. This is for the championship as well. This would put us 15 ahead. With 13 to go.
Important pot here.
I've got a lump in my throat, really have. Okay. It all comes down to this ball. Any other occasion, I'd be confident with that. So let's go with the gut. It's there. Right, okay. We are now 15 ahead. Let's try a tight pot on this. Yeah, this pink. It wasn't the best position. But I think we can be forgiven for that.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Pink looks good. It's there! The pink's there!
Unbelievable pot.
The pink is
Well,
there.
what a
I
moment
don't
this
want to
is.
jinx
This will
anything.
be
I
his
really
first
don't.
title, the first, I'm sure, of
But if
many.
we just play up to this black,
Getting to a final is tremendous.
Play
It
up
means
to the
a lot,
black.
but winning
That's
is
it.
even more special.
tap the
That's what
black.
happened.
We're 21 points ahead with 7 points to go. And Mark Selby will concede and we have won the Scottish Open. Get in there!
Brilliant.
Oh, thank God. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Oh. Redemption for the Judd Trump final. Oh, thank God for that. I thought we were I mean, the commentators were right. I really thought we were dead and buried. But we have won our first tournament on Snooker 19. It has taken us 44 episodes, but we've done it. That is fantastic. £70,000 into the account prize money. A trophy to the trophy cabinet. And I'm sure some other add-ons as well. We have won a tournament, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long time coming. And I hope you guys in the Premier enjoyed that. And equally those that are watching on playback after. The Scottish Open trophy has been won. I just want to reach into my television screen and go, mwah! Give it a good kiss. 2019 champion Neil Robertson. High break award Neil Robertson for a further 2,000. Oh, I could screenshot that screen. A 126 was the high break then of the tournament. And there you go. A few rewards from that. We have won a lavender bow tie, a grey and lavender waistcoat and a lavender shirt. There we go then. So, your final position, champion Neil Robertson. £72,000 earned. And we are closing in now on the likes of Mark Allen and Judd Trump. And now in the trophy cabinet we have it. We have our first tournament, the Scottish Open. Absolutely fantastic. So where do we go from here? We now have the German Masters qualifiers. But the next episode that you will see is the start of the Dafabet Masters. Because I'm not interested in playing these championship leagues. Couldn't care less. I think they're just going to clog up time. So I'll play the German Masters qualifier off camera. Then we'll play the Masters, obviously all on camera. And then we will play round 2 of the German Masters, so from the last 32 onwards. And then we have a hectic end of the season. We have the World Grand Prix, the Welsh Open, the Shootout, the Players, the Gibraltar, the Tour, the China Open, and then the World Championship. Starts to come around very, very quickly. But there we go. Unfortunately, it only says complete as a finalist. But the Hall of Fame and the Trophy Cabinet, they say something else. Completed the event. We have won, overcome Mark Selby. And now it is time for the German Masters qualifiers, who we will play against Andy Lee. But it seems that we must be playing 2 qualifiers then. So only 32 people get in. I'm guessing that's the case. But I'll find that out after the when the time comes to that episode. So thank you so much, guys, for the support so far. We have finally won a tournament on Snooker 19. That is something that I'm so happy to say. We have a trophy in the trophy cabinet. We've moved closer to 6th place in the rankings and further away from Karen Wilson out. Thank you very much for watching, folks. And until Friday, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye for now.